What's up, guys? It's Steven from Berserkers Beasties here, and today we're going to show you what we are using for an African soft fur colony. So what we have here is a rack that we bought from Home Depot that holds these 37-gallon tubs, and as you can see, we've already done one kind of as a test, and there they are, but they're all babies and they're getting grown up enough to where it's time to separate them out. If you know or heard anything about African soft fur rats, they can be very vicious, for lack of a better word. They're very territorial as far as their colonies go, so they will only allow one male in the colony, so we need to separate them out to be one male to 3 or 4 females, and right now we have 2 males to 6 females, so we need to split them up before they get to be mature, or else they will start killing each other and eating each other. So we're going to show you how we set this up, because this one that we've got done has been going for several weeks now. They've shown no sign of chewing on it or trying to escape or anything like that, so this was kind of the prototype that we've been using, and I think this is going to work, so we're going to extend it out. So here's the tote as it comes straight, HDX 27-gallon, excuse me, because it is just a regular plastic tote. So we're gonna have to get busy with the drill and start drilling some holes in it for ventilation, and where we're gonna mount the water bottle, and then also where we're gonna mount their little spinning wheel. So this is just a 3/8 inch bit, and we're gonna get to drilling some serious holes in this thing. So as you can see, all I'm doing is just this little checkerboard pattern that they have in here. I'm just running the drill straight down these lines to not weaken it too much. See, this is where we're at now, and I'll be back with y'all once I get all these holes drilled. It's going to take me a minute. Okay, so now we got the holes drilled in it. Now we need water bottle. So what I'm going to do is see where I want it to sit. Now I don't want it to be too high, because then when the babies come, they won't be able to get to the little nipple. So I want to try to get it low enough, and then I can mark my spot with my thumb. Drill the hole, and then that will slide nice and tightly right in there. I don't want it to be loose, because anywhere there's a hole where they can get their little teepees, they're going to chew the plastic. So then I need to mark where I want the little retainer at. have to bend them out a little bit. Gotta modify. Just push it in there. So now we got the water bottle attached to the side. Take the lid off, see where I want to put the wheel. Put the wheel right about here. All right. Now for the bedding, we're gonna use this pelletized horse bedding because it really helps with moisture. And we're gonna put a thin layer of this on the bottom. It doesn't even have to cover the entire bottom. This is a nice little thin layer on the bottom. And then we've got our pine shavings, again, horse bedding. You can buy at the local feed store. And this we're gonna put in a little thicker. They can kind of chew and shred this up, and we're gonna put it in here thick enough to where they'll be able to do a little bit of burrowing in it. One more good handful. Sorry. There we go. Hello, Diesel. So we've got the pine bedding in and the pelletized bedding. Most people use a plastic bowl for a food bowl. I like to use this little metal one you can get from the dollar store. It's nice and cheap. They won't be able to chew it up. Just put that in where we want that to go. Now this I also got from the dollar store. So I'm gonna use this as a hide. And the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna take the same drill bit and I'm gonna drill an arched hole, and then I'll come back in with a razor knife and cut the hole out. All right, so this is a lot cheaper than I know it came from the dollar store, but it's a lot cheaper and flimsier plastic than I thought it was, so it ended up breaking and cracking, but they're gonna chew it up anyway. It was a whole $1, so it doesn't have to be beautiful. I'll put that in there, and then I also have a little bit of this Carefresh stuff. This is the real expensive chewed up fiber. I take a handful of this and just put it up under their hide. That way they can use it as nesting material. And even though they are just rats, we are breeding our own food for our snakes. And we want to come up with the best quality food for our animals that we can, but also leave a good quality life for the rats as they do what they need to do, grow up and have babies and do everything that we want them to do. So as far as their food goes, I like using this Missouri rat pellet diet. I'll take a little bit of this, put it in their food bowl, and then we have some Timothy hay, which they'll chew and gnaw on this stuff. Don't need a whole lot of it, just about yay much. And we'll lay that in there. Then we have Fly Fiesta, because they need a higher protein diet than your regular Norwegian rat will. So take a handful of these, put them in there. They seem to love them. And then we also have some fancy rat food. It's got pellets and seeds and just other different types of stuff. They don't need a whole lot of this, so we'll just put a little bit of that in there, mix it all up. Of course, can't have rats without the customary toilet paper towel roll. Then these are a rice puff type thing that you get for gerbils or rabbits or whatever, just other stuff for them to chew on. I'll add a little bit more of the pellets in there. And then I also have this salt block. I haven't really caught them gnawing, chewing on it, but just more minerals. Like I said, we're trying to provide the best nutrition we can for these guys, even though they are quote unquote feeders. Better nourished they are. Oh, bumped the phone. Better nourished they are, the better food they provide for our snakes. So I just poked this rope through the one of the holes in the lid. Tie a little knot in it so it don't fall back through the hole, and then it dangles from the lid like so, and then that's it. I got to get their wheel. I didn't bring it in the room with me, but that's how we have their setup done. So really cheap. Most expensive thing, the most expensive thing for this whole setup was the rack, and I think the rack itself was like 130 bucks from Home Depot. These tubs were $8 a piece with the lid, and then bedding, food, and all that stuff I think cost another 30 bucks. So yeah, it's really cheap, really easy. Don't have to go real expensive with buying custom racks and everything that you buy online for rodent racks. Like I said, this works really good, and then we'll just separate the males and put some females in there, and we'll have 2 colonies going. Yeah, so now we got it all set up. We got it all set up. We got 3 females and 1 male in here. They're already hanging out in their hide. But so yeah, this is how it's all set up. Get the water spout, come stick through here, and then their wheel will go right here, and then yeah, so it'll look something like this one here. This one needs to be cleaned out and redone. So yeah, that's my tutorial on what I'm doing for my African soft fur colony. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you give you some more ideas on what you can do if you want to start your own African soft fur colony. This is Steven with Berserkers Beasties, and y'all be good.